I'm Brett Hill, and this is our Exporter Finish project with a DAW. First off, we start with highlighting the whole track by Control-A, which selects everything within arrangement window. Then Control-L to select everything within the loop between the first bar and the 55th bar. We got a file export, or you can try Control-Shift and R. First off, the render track, you can either choose from a master, render the whole master track, individual tracks, selected tracks only, audio, reverbs, delays. This is best. You can choose from a master channel which you would like to render the whole mix, or choose some individual tracks. You may want to use this option if you're sending audio files to someone who doesn't have the files or third-party plugins. The render starts from the first time of the sample to be rendered into the fields. You can either choose bars, beats and 16ths. You can also highlight a time span in the arrangement window of Ableton and set the render time, start and length. So we start from the first bar. The render length is the type of length of the sample to be rendered into the fields. So it'll be from the first to the 55th bar. The render loop. If this option's activated, Ableton can create a sample that can be used as a loop. This is ideal when rendering in Ableton that contains effects with tails, such as delays or reverb. By rendering the loop, it'll wrap the end of the effect at the beginning of the rendered sample. This prevents any cut-off that could have occurred from the end to the beginning. So it's good to have that on if you're using any effects. The audio file type is WAV because that's industry standard for PC, and it's the best possible audio you can get, apart from AIFF, which would be for Apple and Mac, so we'll stick with WAV. The sample rate, you can use this option to select the sample rate for the rendered sample. 44,100 Hz is the CD quality audio, and it's the most generally used for the application. This is because if it's any lower than 44,100 Hz, the quality of the audio will decrease with distortion because of aliasing. So we want the best possible sound, so we go with 44,100, unless you're doing video, which would be 48,000. The bit depth, you can choose from 16-bit, 24, 32. If it's anything lower than 24-bit, you want to select the dither option. We choose the bit depth because if you're planning to burn audio files to a CD, you'd need to select 16-bit because that's what CD format depth is. But if you want to get all the frequencies in, you're best off using 24-bit. The dither options can be selected. Dither mode won't be used when rendering a depth. Bit depth lower than 24-bit. Dithering provides a larger dynamic range but will add a smaller amount of background noise to the audio file. By selecting dither, it applies noise and tries to smooth the sound out, reduce distortion on the frequencies. Create an analysis file. Ableton carries out an analysis of every sample loaded, so warp markers. If this is selected, it will keep all the warp markers in and remember them next time you open it. The normalize feature, it finds the highest peak and how far it is from 0, and then it boosts all the frequencies by the selected decibel number, and that's how you normalize it. So you can select that on or off. Convert to mono. If this is activated, Ableton will create a mono file instead of a stereo file. You can turn it off if you're planning to burn an audio CD with the rendered file. So we want a stereo file, we don't want mono. The option to upload it to SoundCloud. If you don't want to bounce to the internet, you can just bounce the track straight to SoundCloud from here, which is a good feature with Ableton. The video, if you're creating a video file, you want the create video option on so that the audio doesn't overlap the video and they're both going together. If you don't have that selected, the video won't go on. The video encode is MPEG-4, which is what video is recorded in. The encoder settings is just some more settings to play with video. You can choose the sample rate, the average bit rate, frame rate, width, height, and you can choose custom settings. But we've got no video, so we won't go into them. And once you've played with the options and selected which ones you want, just click export. Just click a file name. Save it in the selected folder and exported.